to play a game of old school Magic. If you haven't seen old school, it's basically a format that uses the original sets, the first 8, Alpha, Beta, Unlimited, Revised, Arabian Nights, Legends. What else we got?
I don't know.
The Dark, Antiquities, Fallen Empires. I think that's it. And the format's just for the nostalgic players, the people that played way back in the day. It actually attracts quite a few people who have never played with these cards before. This is when Magic cards were either stupid powerful or stupid bad. So it's a pretty fun format. I started playing when all these cards were obtainable many years ago, and I've actually acquired a lot of them. A lot of these are also collector's edition because I really don't have Alpha and Beta Lotuses.
Yeah, we're not made of money.
Nope. So we are playing just the old school regular 93-94 rules, and we're playing Pacific, which just means that we only have one strip mine in our decks as opposed to 4. So
Yeah, we just think that's more fun.
and
Personal preference.
you're gonna probably see a lot of big fat monsters played in this stream. Andrea is playing a Shivan ramp deck, and I am playing a Eureka deck. So it's going to be who can get the bigger monsters on the table quicker, I guess.
Yeah, my favorite old school creature, as you can tell by my wonderful playmat, is a Shivan dragon. So this deck is literally designed specifically so I can consistently and regularly cast Shivan dragon across the board. Like that's just the goal for me is to cast at least one, maybe more.
I remember when we first made that deck, it started out with only 2 Shivans because we're like, oh, you can't play 4 Shivans in a deck unless it's Eureka. And then it went up to 3 Shivans, and then it was like, you know what? It's just 4 Shivans.
That's just what we want. Alrighty.
So I am actually not playing a deck that matches my playmat. I'm playing Eureka. If you haven't seen Eureka, it is a 4-mana sorcery that allows players to take turns putting permanents into play for free. So I can play Eureka, then I can play any permanent onto the table, and then my opponent can play any permanent on the table, and we just keep going until someone wants to stop. It's a pretty crazy card.
Yeah, it's fun, and sometimes it goes really well for both sides, particularly with my deck because I think there was one turn or one game I remember, and I don't remember. Maybe it was at Gen Con, or maybe it was just one of the random.
Yeah, someone
MTG
played
old
it.
schools.
You were like 4 Shivans.
Yeah, literally, because they didn't know what I was playing, which is ironic because I always come with this playmat, and then I say, "Oh yeah, my favorite creature. You know, you can probably guess what it is." And they're like, "Oh, what is it? Really? Hello."
Yeah, it doesn't necessarily mean anything, but yeah. They wouldn't know.
So, I had a relatively short or a relatively slow start, and then they got Eureka out like on turn 3. Like they ramped into it. And I was like, okay. Shivan, Shivan, Shivan.
Yeah.
Rawr.
Yeah.
Although I think the best was when I played that really janky. Oh, God, I don't remember what that guy's deck was, but do you remember where it was like some kind of weird candle picture?
Candelabra of Twanos, yeah.
Maybe that's what it was, but like it was basically a way that like doubled all of the mana sources.
So yeah, so what happened was Andrea was playing her Shivan Dragon deck at Gen Con, and before her opponent saw her play really anything, he played a Mana Flare with Candelabra of Twanos.
Yeah, that was it.
and Andrew was like, "Oh, this is amazing! I'm gonna play Card Code at Crossroads, play a Shivan, pump it all up, and then just kill you."
Yeah. It was fantastic. I had a Shivan Dragon that fire breathes for, I think,
30 or something.
32 damage or something. It was wonderful, and it was one of my favorite Magic old school memories ever.
All right,
anyway,
so I guess we should decide randomly who's going to go first.
So I know this is probably going to sound funny.
I got it too.
So are we going to do... Which mulligan rule are we going to do, if any?
The actual Magic mulligan rule.
Right, but so is that...
That's where I think it's called Paris now. I'm not really sure. They keep changing the names.
Yeah.
But essentially, you just draw the same size 7, and then you take the cards you don't want, and you put them on the bottom of your deck.
Okay.
You don't want. You basically get one less card each time.
Okay.
Yeah. But you still see 7.
You still see 7.
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
Yeah.
There's been too many mulligan rules, even since I've been playing,
Well,
which I've only been playing for
we haven't
maybe
really played old
10, 15
school
years.
since when Gen Con or the Players Ball.
Yeah, probably the old school players
Oh
ball.
no no, over the winter we had that Christmas thing with the.
Oh, yeah.
That's the last time we played. It
Yeah,
was
that was
over
last time we
winter.
played. Yep.
Coronavirus has
Wrecked everybody's
pretty
lives.
much.
Alrighty, so,
So are you gonna
I guess I'm
mulligan?
going first because I rolled a 4.
Are you gonna mulligan?
Um, you know, I have a rather slow start. I think I should. Because I have just a really awkward hand, so I think
Okay.
I'm going to mulligan.
I am also gonna mulligan. So you get to the exciting part of watching us shuffle our decks.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
Yeah, I'll do another
I
pile
will say I
myself.
still love these Return of the Jedi sleeves.
Yeah, we have, I think, our entire old school collection sleeved in these, so that way as we change decks around, we don't have to change sleeves.
Yeah, I went a little ham
A little.
with Star Wars sleeves back in the
Little.
day, and I don't regret it one bit.
It's fair. I will say that we haven't bought too many sleeves since you went ham and bought, I think, a case and a half of
Yeah,
Star Wars
yeah,
sleeves.
it was pretty bad. I don't regret it. All right.
Alrighty.
So now we each draw 7, and then you take one card and
And
you put it on the bottom of your deck.
Alright.
And if anyone knows the actual mulligan rule, feel free to let us know if we did something wrong. But we don't play a lot of competitive Magic. We pretty much only play, I would call tabletop Magic at this point, where we're either playing Commander casually, or we're playing old school.
Yeah, or
uh,
we're playing one
Some
of
kind
the
of sealed product thing, or one of
Yeah.
the board, like one of
like
the
the yeah, like
what
the
is that?
Ixalan
The
or whatever
Ixalan
those
thing,
kinds of things.
or the
yeah.
What was the other one?
The
Plane Chase. Plane Chase. That's where like somebody plays as someone plays as the like villain deck, and then the other 3
Oh,
players
I think
fight
that
him.
was the one with like the big dragon
Nicol
guy, right?
Bolas.
Yeah.
He's actually in my deck.
Oh, well, there you go. Shocking. All right. So that is an
Wow.
improvement.
Yeah, this hand is on fire. I don't even want to put a card back. This hand's so good.
I don't want to either.
But
We
I'm
could
gonna
just
have
agree,
to.
We could just agree to keep our 7.
Not after we see our hand.
Alright.
That's not really fair. So with that being said, I am gonna put a card on bottom, and I think, man, yeah, I'm just gonna put this on the bottom, and you're up.
Alrighty. I am going to play a Mox. Tap for Llanowar Elves. And then I am going to play a Mishra's Factory.
Okay. I'll draw, and I will call your Mox with my own.
Fair.
Actually, do I even want to do that? I don't want to do that. I lied. I'm just gonna play library,
That's fair.
and then I'm done.
Yeah, fair. That's a fair statement, I suppose.
Didn't realize that's what I just drew.
Alright. Draw a card.
Yeah, if you don't know what Library of Alexandria does, this is kind of like one of the boogeymans of the format. If you have
That's
7
fair.
cards, you just exhaust it to draw a card.
Alright. Well, we are just kind of awkward. So, we are going to tap my Mox to activate Mishra's.
After your turn, you want to look at the camera. It looks like it's pretty blurry to me.
Yeah, I can focus it up. And I'm going to attack for 3.
Okay. So, let's knock this down to a 2.
This will return back. And then I'm going to play a Taiga for
Okay.
my turn. And I will be done.
Alrighty. I'm going
See
to draw
if
a
I can
card.
Focus that camera up a little bit.
And then I now have 7 cards. So I'm going to exhaust library to draw another card. I'll play a tropical island, exhaust to play a landlord elf, and I will pass the turn. It just looks a little bit out of focus. I apologize for the technical difficulty while she is adjusting the camera. That might be better.
Alrighty.
Alright, so it's your turn.
Draw.
So, funny thing, while Andrea's taking her turn, she didn't start playing Magic until probably 6, 7 years ago, I would say. Maybe a little longer.
No, it was longer ago now.
You think it's longer?
Yeah.
It was probably 2011 was when
Yeah.
you started playing. So, whatever set, I think Scars of Mirrodin was the card, one of the sets
That
that
sounds right.
was the right. And so she has only ever played with black border cards.
Yeah.
So when she saw that Magic had white border cards,
Yeah, I was excited. I was like, ooh, that must be old because it's white border. And I was actually kind of excited about it.
yeah, so she loves white border cards. So we tried to get as many white border cards as possible
Yeah.
for her deck.
Which is actually hilarious when we go play in legitimate old school events because people are
So
visibly
judgy.
upset about the fact that I have white border cards and so many of them. But then I explain the story and they get it.
Yeah.
They don't like it, but they get it.
And it goes even deeper than that. Not just white border cards, but she prefers 5th edition white border cards because she likes that the color is deeper in 5th edition than it is in revised.
It's
too
true.
faded in revised.
It's true. If you looked at 5th edition versus revised, I attest that the 5th edition is how they intended to originally print the cards, and that the revised is just it's just not as saturated. Just doesn't look as nice.
Color saturation's definitely not
Color
there.
saturation is a thing.
It pains me either way.
Yeah. Okay, so let's tap. Tap.
Ernie.
Ernie.
Alright.
And Zap.
Oh, the old bolt on the elf.
Alright, I am done.
Okay. I will draw for turn. I have 7 cards. So we will draw again. And we will hopefully do something soon about all that damage. We'll play Tropical Island.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we'll just pass.
Alright. Draw a card.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, let's tap Hammerheim, which I guess I'll put this on. This is a little bit of a more unique land. So I'll tap that for a red to activate Mishra's Factory and swing with the house.
So
7.
7. Alright. I meant 10.
And I will play a land for the turn
Okay.
and be done. So these are both tapped.
Alright, so it's my turn.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to draw a card. I will play a Mox. I now have 7.
Mm-hmm. Draw.
So I'm going to draw.
And probably Eureka.
Eureka is most definitely probably coming here. So we will play a Lotus.
Mm-hmm.
We will cast Eureka, sacrificing the Lotus, tapping the Mox.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the card Eureka, and essentially the way it works is the caster starts, they can place a permanent on the table. So I'm going to place a bird.
Pass.
If she passes, well, it's not like that. I play all of mine, and then you go. I believe is how it works. Pretty sure.
Let's read the card. I'm pretty sure it's player pass. Players take turns playing one card from their hand until neither wants to play more permanents.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure the Oracle text is that I play all of mine, and then you can play all of yours.
Oh, there's a new. Oh,
I,
okay.
I think that's.
I've
Just the
never played
official.
it that way, but
Well,
that's fine.
but I think
We
that's-
can play it that way.
I think
that's
that's the way.
It's probably irrelevant
Yeah, because you're not playing a card
because
anyways.
I'm not playing a card anyway.
Yeah, so.
So we won't
well,
worry about the Oracle text of
yep.
it. But I've always played it as players take turns going back.
All right, so I'm gonna play a Mahamodi.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna play my own Shivan. I'm gonna play Nicole Bolas, the guy we just talked about.
Yep.
And a Chaos Orb.
Mm-hmm.
Which that seems okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shoot. I don't know if I want to play Nicole. I can't pay for him. I
mean-
don't have a red and a black. So yeah, just those two, I guess.
Okay.
That's sad. Because the upkeep is pay it or he's just buried. So there's no point even putting him out there.
Sure.
Alright, so I am just done.
Just done. All right.
And during your upkeep, are you going to give my Birds of Paradise Forest Walk?
Sure. Seems
Okay.
fine. Drawing a card. All right. Play a second Mistress Factory. Alrighty. So let's.
Oh, the sacrilege.
What? Oh, that it has Force Walk.
Putting a modern card on top of an old school card.
All right. I mean, you could just use a token of some kind to indicate.
That works.
All right. So I'm going to tap my Hammerheim again to activate the Mistress Factory that I already had in play.
Okay. For what purpose? Do you want to attack it into my 5/5s?
Probably not. I was just thinking that. It's like, probably not. All right. So. You're at 10.
I'm at 10.
Yeah, I'm probably just passing. Just horrible.
Yeah, my army of fatties.
Yeah.
Oh. Hello. Alright, we are going to play the best card in Magic history.
Yeah.
Ancestral Recall. That, my friends, is what you call a top deck.
I would say so. Refill your hand. Seems very good. I already feel like I've just lost to Library of Alexandria.
Yeah, I drew 2 cards off of it.
Yeah, it was enough.
Well, my hand was actually really good. Alright, I'm going to play a land.
Yep.
I'm going to cast a second Eureka.
God.
Because why not?
Okay.
And then I'm going to play another Mahamodi,
All right.
another bird, and Nicol Bolas.
Okay.
And then the 2 that were not summoning sick are going to swing for 10.
Seems good.
Yeah. So normally this doesn't work this good.
Yeah, this is.
But this is all,
Yeah, this
all
is
cards
a
in
this
my
is
favor.
a wrecking.
You're up.
I don't think there's a single answer that I can draw.
Well, draw a card. Find out.
Nope.
All right, game 2.
All I had left in my hand was a shatter, which I was holding for when he activated his Chaos Orb.
So a lot of times this deck, I actually struggle against her deck because she has main deck Blood Moon, which turns all of my beautiful dual lands into mountains that
Yeah, it's fantastic.
makes me not cast any of my deck.
Yeah.
So
I kind of, honestly, I kind of need a blood moon to be able to. Oh, are we gonna sideboard or are you gonna
yeah,
just play
let's
the?
sideboard.
Okay.
Play a real match.
All right. Okay. I'm assuming those are not in my sideboard. We just pulled them down.
They're not in your sideboard.
Alrighty. So.
So sideboarding Eureka is actually really difficult, only because you can't put too many cards into your deck due to the fact that you need to keep those high number of permanents in your deck. So sometimes finding 3 to 4 cards to sideboard out could be quite difficult. Yeah, so I'm already struggling to find 2 more cards to take out of my deck. All right, and we'll see how game 2 goes. So old school can be matches can be pretty fast, especially when you're playing. If you're playing with the Eternal Central format, there is a lot of different formats. Eternal Central format is essentially the exact same format that we're playing as Pacific. The big difference is you can have 4 strip mines in your main deck. So we are not playing that. We're playing Pacific. Similar thing. It's just I guess it's just a matter of would you rather lose to strip mine or would you rather lose to library like happened in game 1.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah,
although
which honestly,
I don't know if the library was the
yeah, I don't know
difference
if it
there
was the.
or the ancestral. Either
Yeah,
way, it was
both
two
of them
cards
were
draw
really
5.
terrible. Yeah. Because I had no cards in my hand, and you just
I guess in theory you could say the library lost
doubled the
because
amount
the
of
library
cards.
is the reason I drew the ancestral. But all right. So I lost, so I'm going to be on the draw.
Yep.
Also, we don't really cut each other's decks
No,
because if she's cheating me on stream, then I don't want to be married to her anymore anyways.
reset your life.
I will reset my life here. Okay.
Shuffle,
Okay. This isn't
shuffle.
great, but I think it's keepable. We'll see.
Well, your decision might be impacted by whether or not I keep mine.
That's true.
And I do have to choose first. Alrighty, let's see. That feels risky. If I draw a land in the first 2 turns, I'm good.
If you draw land in the first 2
If
turns.
I draw a land in the first 2 turns, I'm good. And you don't have your 1 strike 9.
my
caveat.
one-of strip mine,
If you don't have your one-of strip mine and I draw a land in my first 2 turns,
it'd be a totally different
I'm
decision
good.
in the four strip mine format.
100% this is not keepable in 4 strip mine.
Well, if it makes you feel better, my hand's not fantastic
So
either.
I think I will risk.
You also know my deck's real slow.
Yeah, exactly.
You
So
know
I'm
this deck's
gonna
very slow.
risk.
It has to have like a great hand. Like
Yeah.
last game is probably the fastest I
I'll
could go.
put my hand on stream here. So
You just go to the camera.
well, that's why I was just gonna drop it here. So you can not look at the camera for a second. So here's my starting hand here, guys. All right,
All right. So you're gonna go.
I'm gonna go.
Go for it.
We are going to play a taiga and say go.
Okay. I'm gonna draw.
Mhm.
I'm going to play an underground sea, and I'm gonna pass.
Draw. Did you draw your card?
Yep.
Okay.
And turn off my phone apparently,
Yeah.
because I didn't know it was on.
All right. I am going to play Hammerheim. I'm going to tap both of these to play a Chaos Orb and say go.
So I'm gonna go.
Mhm.
I'm gonna draw. I'm gonna play a tropical island,
Mhm.
and I don't want to do that. Well, I guess I could do that, but it would be hilarious.
Jank. Oh, sure. Oh, are you going to activate it?
No.
Okay. You're
But
just
the
playing
point is, like, you in theory could.
it. We could just blow
activate-
each other's Chaos Orbs out.
Yeah, you
for
could.
Sure.
You could activate yours to
Yeah,
destroy mine.
for sure.
Those are two real ones too.
Yes, they are.
I got Andrea a unlimited Chaos Orb.
All right. Untap, draw.
By the way,
I
this
haven't
is
drawn my land yet.
this
by
is
the way.
legit. Probably my favorite card, I think, in all of Magic.
Just the artwork or the card in general?
Just the card in general, like
Yeah, I know it
Chaos
doesn't
Orb-
look that great on the camera, guys, because we have a magenta green, a
yeah,
magenta screen.
it does
So
filter
all of
out
the
card.
red comes out. So it doesn't look that great on the Zoom cam. I apologize for
Yeah.
that.
We actually should order different colored dice trays to solve that issue.
I don't think it really matters.
In Magic, it might, but it's
Except
okay.
I play red green and you play blue, and those are
listen,
the 3 colors of screens.
this is the only blue deck I own.
I know, but it does it just has to be in the artwork. Blue just has to be in the art. Anyway, that's not a red card, but because the red's getting pulled down. Anyway, unfortunately, I have to say pass because I still haven't drawn a land.
Well, you played a land though.
Hmm?
You played a land though.
No, I didn't. This is turn 3. I am passing my turn with having done nothing besides draw a card.
Sure. And I am doing the same.
All right.
Go ahead.
So you're land starved too. That's good.
Yep.
Drawing a card. That'll help. Taiga. Elf. Go ahead.
Should I Chaos Orb that, guys?
That seems mean. I mean, it's probably right.
It's
But
not.
then I can just Chaos Orb your Chaos Orb and then nothing happens.
That is fair. But that's just hilarious. It absolutely cannot be right to Chaos Orb the Elf. So. Oh, land. Okay. What can I do with 3 mana?
Honestly, it's probably right given that I didn't play a land on my last turn
Yeah.
again. So, but it's fine. Probably not since I have this though, because you know you're just not going to get through. All right, so when you don't draw lands, you play Untamed Wilds.
Oh, yeah.
So,
That card's amazing.
yes, it is. So we are going to go.
The old 3 mana ramp. Only in old school, right?
We're going to go search for a mountain. Comes into play untapped. And that'll be it.
Okay.
That's all she wrote.
Draw. Well, I really don't want to discard. So we're just gonna we're just gonna play a time walk.
Sure.
The old 2-mana explorer here.
Mm-hmm.
How many cards in your hand? Quite a
6.
few. Oh, okay. Quite a few.
Remember when I wasn't playing cards?
Yeah. I think. I think I just still have to pass.
Really?
Yeah.
Your hand is that bad.
It's clunky.
Okay.
So I'm gonna pass.
All right. Draw a card. Blood Moon.
Blood Moon. Okay. I'm actually gonna pay a blue, and I'm going to float a blue and play Blue Elemental Blast to destroy it.
Sad face. Destroy, not exile, right?
I'm sorry.
Destroy, not exile, correct?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Or I could counter it. It's the same thing. It's
I mean,
counter a blue spell or destroy a blue spell.
that's fine.
So that's the same
I just
thing.
want to make sure I wasn't exiled.
It's not exiled. Nope.
All right. Well, I'm done.
Okay. And I'll draw. Play a land or a mox.
Yep.
And we can tighten this up so you guys can see a little better.
Yep.
How many cards in your hand? 5 still?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
This might be worth it. I'm gonna mind twist for 4.
4. All right. In response,
Lightning bolt me.
I'm gonna lightning bolt you,
Okay.
and then
Pick one to keep.
yeah, exactly. Pick the card I'm keeping, so don't
All right,
look at
keep
it.
that card.
All right. So we are discarding another lightning bolt, a disintegrate, and an Ernie.
Okay. Lots of burn.
Yeah.
I'm done.
By the way, I still haven't drawn a land this game.
What are you talking about?
I had to Untamed Wilds to go get it. I still have not drawn a land, guys. So remember when I said that I needed to draw land? Well, that'll work. All right. We're going to Lotus.
Mm-hmm. For a Shivan?
No, for an Ernie.
Oh, okay.
And I do love, I don't know if you guys can see just how beat up that card is.
Yeah, Lotus is
But
destroyed.
I love how played that card is.
Are you going to attack with the elf?
I am going to attack with the elf.
Alright, I take one.
Go ahead.
And then, yeah. Oh, I also took one from my City of Brass.
Fair.
Alright, so draw for turn. Play a land. And we'll pay 4. And we will cast Eureka.
Seems good when I have 0 cards in hand.
Yeah, so I'm going to play Triskelion. That'll get 3 counters. And then I'm going to play a Mahamoti Jin. And that's all she wrote. So I will pass the turn.
Yep. It's not looking good, guys. A turn late.
So who gets Force Walk?
You flyer that I can't block.
Seems fair. Forest Walking Djinn.
Although technically, I can just tap this and have him not get land walking.
Yeah,
Because
you could.
I'm not going
Yeah,
to
you.
cast anything for the turn anyway.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, you could just tap it when he would attack and remove the Forest Walk.
Yeah.
So you don't have to tap the mana.
I guess
There's no
that's
point.
Alright, so that's fine. Uh, F. Paths. This is not good, guys.
All right, draw,
Yep.
and we will attack for 5 in the air.
Mm-hmm.
That's. I could.
There's kind of no reason to do anything else.
Nope, I'm done.
It's a 3-turn clock, and I have to deal with it, otherwise I lose. Oh, that'll help. But you probably have a counter.
One way to find out.
Yeah.
But Elemental Blast?
Yeah.
I definitely do not have a counter.
Alright. There's my answer. At least for now.
Okay.
And then... Remind me what this guy does again?
He just has counters, and then you remove one to deal a damage.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
He's good at killing, like, your elf.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Okay. Well, with that said...
And he's also a 4/4.
Right.
So.
Yeah. So we will attack with Ernie.
Okay. And I will take 4.
Say go.
All right. So I will draw.
Mm-hmm.
I will play. Spend a black. Yeah, spend a black and colorless to play a Demonic Tutor.
Mm-hmm.
And Tutor for probably the only card you ever tutor for, right?
Guess it depends on what you need.
Yeah.
It's the beauty of Tutor. Get whatever you want.
Okay. So I'm gonna play the card. I tutor for an ancestral.
Oh, that's fair.
Just draw 3 cards.
Sure.
Okay. I will play a land on my turn. I'm gonna tap these 2 green, 2 green, to play Regrowth, to draw my ancestral.
Oh my gosh.
Pay a blue, draw 3 more cards.
The card advantage, guys.
And
It's
1,
a
2,
10-card
3,
swing
4,
because you've
5,
drawn
6,
6 and
7.
took 4 away from me. A 10-card swing is really hard to recover from.
Yeah, it's pretty rough. And then I'll take 1 point of damage. No, I won't. I'll be done.
Alright.
Yeah. Yeah, the power of blue is kind of silly.
Mm-hmm. Alright. Well,
I assume he has Forest Walk,
yes he does.
and you're attacking.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and still don't really have an answer for that Ernie. So, what do I want to do? I could block and then just like chump and remove the counter and kill our elf. That doesn't seem terrible. I'm at 6, 5, or 11, so I'm not really in bolt range. But if I take it, I'm at 7. Yeah, I'm just gonna be err on the side of caution. I'm gonna block, and then I'm gonna use 1 counter to kill that and 2 counters at you. So you take
Sure.
2 damage. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Done.
Yes, sir.
Alrighty. I will draw a card. play a land. Play a Soul Ring. Bird. And I'm going to blue, 2 colorless, so that's 3. And we are going to discard or pen 2 more for 5. And we're going to play Recall. And we're discarding Wheel of Fortune and Time Twister to take Ancestral Recall
Because you haven't drawn enough extra cards?
and Time Walk.
Sure.
Because it's awesome.
So those are all in your discard pile.
Yep.
And then your time walking.
And this card is exiled.
Yeah, and then your Ancestraling.
Yep, so I'm an Ancestral for 3.
Sure you don't want to let me draw 3 of those cards?
Nope. I'm going to play this. And I will pass the turn.
Deck for 4.
Okay. Cards in hand?
3.
3. So 3 bolts would kill me no matter what. I think you already discarded 1 or 2 bolts. Alright, there's 2. So 3 bolts, I can't die. So I'll take it. And that was a 5.
So 2. Yep.
Okay.
And pass.
Okay.
Just an update, guys. Still haven't drawn a land.
That's fair.
Didn't draw a land this whole game.
Yeah, well,
Just so we're aware.
we can play more than once.
So bad.
Everyone who plays Magic knows Magic.
Understands this pain.
Yeah, they all understand. Okay. I will play a... You know what? Well, this is helpful. I will play a Eureka.
Sure.
Play a Shivan, and that's it.
You're done?
Do you want to play anything?
Oh, yeah.
That's fair.
Rawr.
That's fair.
I had no hope of casting them with my 0 lands that I've drawn this whole game. So
Yeah. That is fair. Sure.
backfired.
Yeah, it's called Greed. I could have just hardcasted my Shivan,
You could have,
but
which was probably smarter because
yeah,
you only apparently were playing the 1 permanent. So that
That's
was
true.
definitely greedy.
yeah. I didn't want to pain myself with the City of Brass, but that's just greed.
Yeah, for sure. That was just very greedy. And now you're probably dead.
That's not true. Go ahead.
Okay. Draw. All right, what do we want to do?
Assuming my Shivan has Forest Walk.
Your bird.
My bird.
What do you mean? Of course your bird has Forest Walk. The thing with 0 attack power always has Forest Walk. All right, so we will... There's no reason not to just keep the pressure on you, so I'm just going to swing out here
Okay.
and let you chump where you want to
All
chump.
right. So I'm gonna use my Strip Mine, and I'm going to try to make a flip on your Shivan.
Okay, well, I'll activate my Chaos Orb in response.
Okay. So
And
you're
try to target your Chaos Orb.
gonna go first and try to make a flip.
Yeah.
All right. Let's do it.
By the way, I haven't done a flip in probably 6 months.
Me either.
So I'm probably going to miss
This
this.
is gonna be fantastic.
I'm probably going to miss.
Wait, you gotta flip the Chaos Orb, not your land. Come on.
Where is my Chaos
It's
Orb?
right here.
Oh, yeah. Fair enough. All right.
This is the whole reason. Do we got to get a yardstick to measure this?
No, I'm standing above the camera angle. It's probably, I'm sure it's fine. Pressure.
The pressure of flipping on camera.
So much pressure. Yes! Got it!
Does that count? Is that a full
Oh, that
rotation?
100%. That was a 360 plus 80 math I don't want to do right now in my head. That was at least that.
Okay, so
Now you can jump block.
I'm gonna block the Urnum,
Okay.
and then I'm
Oh,
gonna
this is tapped, by the way, from
yeah,
activate.
and then I'm gonna pay a blue and try to blue elemental blast one of those dragons.
Okay, well, I'm going to red blast your blue blast.
Oh, that'll do it.
And you're dead.
Greed.
Greed again. So greedy. Why would you not chump your bird?
I actually kind of forgot about the bird. To be honest with you, I was too into the. I was way too into the cast or flips. Yeah, I could have jumped with a bird.
If you chumped with your bird,
Yep.
you weren't dead. Alright.
I was also thinking that the fire breathing was going to kill me, one
Not
got through.
after I had to play
but not after
the
you
blue
played
blast.
the blue blast. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Forgot about that math.
you would have survived.
1 point.
Hey, sometimes one is enough to recover.
That's fair.
I've come back from one more than once, so
That is
it
fair.
is possible. And we are going to pile shuffle the heck out of this deck, given that I never drew a land that entire game. So, let's get the clumps out.
No, that game. All your complaining in that game turned out to be okay.
Only because you didn't do anything and you let me win because you got super greedy.
I didn't let you win. I just didn't play optimally.
Yeah, you just got super greedy and punted the match.
Yeah, sure. I was just thinking, like, I'm just going to play this
Or punted the
Eureka
game, I
and not
should say.
take the damage. I wasn't really thinking that you were holding 2 Shivan dragons.
Yeah.
But I guess I should have accounted for that.
You should have accounted for that, given that I had drawn 0 lands the entire game.
Yeah. But I also twisted you, so who knows that was what you were holding. It was still stupid. There's no point.
Yeah.
But it made the game more exciting. Yeah. So we got to have a Chaos Orb flip.
Yeah.
It would have been awesome if you missed, and then I could have flipped with my Chaos Orb.
Yeah, it's been a long time since I did KSR flip.
Yeah.
I'm not that great at those. There was a time where we were playing a lot of old school and I got much better at it.
Mhm. Yeah, it's been a while.
But it's been
a
a
hot
while.
minute.
The best I've ever done with my flips was that one time that we were up in Madison
Yeah.
and I made every single flip the whole day, and it was 7 or 8, maybe
Rounds.
more
Yeah.
rounds.
It was
of
8
Magic.
rounds. Yeah.
And didn't miss a single flip the whole day. And then we went to the German brewery place up
Yeah.
in Madison for dinner
Right.
afterwards,
You
and
were
played some middle school. And and then we were just doing orb flips for S&G, I think,
Yeah, you were
or for prizes or something like
yeah,
that.
it was just for bragging rights.
Yeah, and I was up playing against. I was doing flips against Carter.
Yeah. So this dude Carter, if you've never met this guy,
Carter's fantastic.
he's amazing.
He's my arch nemesis, but I think we're actually best friends in another life.
Yeah. But let me tell you how crazy Carter is. When we were at this brewery, they called it Das Boot. It was this giant glass boot of beer,
Yeah.
and
I
like
mean,
with
a typical German beer
Yeah.
boot thing. Yeah.
and the opening like to drink from this thing was this big.
Yeah.
So Carter had a beta Chaos Orb.
Yeah.
Real beta Chaos Orb.
Chaos Orb in good condition.
Yeah.
I mean, it was.
And
it
he was
slightly played, for
flipping
sure.
against somebody else with their Chaos Orb.
Yeah.
Again, real Chaos Orb.
Yeah.
And they were flipping the cards. You had to flip over the boot
Yeah.
and then hit the card that was on the other side
Yeah.
of the boot.
Yeah. It was
And he was
crazy.
flipping it over an open container of beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they were making it.
Yeah, they didn't miss. It was
They
ridiculous.
didn't miss.
Yeah.
It
I mean,
was
they did. No one. I
bananas.
should say no one flipped their Chaos Orb into
the beer. Yes.
But
at some point somebody missed the
somebody
card.
missed the
Yeah,
card
somebody missed their trick
eventually.
shot.
But it was a
nobody,
while.
Yeah, nobody got into the beer. But yeah, I did beat Carter that one day, and we
That's
we
all
were
the time.
going, back and forth. I missed one,
And
and
they
then
made it,
he missed one.
and then
So
they
we
kept
kept going,
raising the
and they
level.
kept raising it, and then at
Like
one point,
5
I was
feet.
literally doing it all the way above my head with my arms were as tall as they could go, and I did it, and I still made it. I was so proud of myself, and I ended up
Yeah.
winning against Carter. So that was when we became arch nemesis and best friends
Yeah.
at the same time.
And Matt was too wasted.
And Matt was way too wasted to play.
It's great. Great time.
All right, super fun. Okay, so can I keep this?
Yeah, we got to do some more old
That's
school
the
community stuff
question.
when the lockdown goes away.
Yeah. A lot of the Lords of the Pit guys that are in the Chicagoland area, they all live in the city, so they meet up all the time in the city. But for us suburbanites that are domesticated, it's a little hard for us to fight traffic for 2.5 hours. Although now there's probably no traffic with everything that's going on. All right, I think I'm going to keep it because it seems fun. And am I on the draw because you lost?
Yes, correct. And I'm gonna keep it.
All right.
So
Go ahead.
I'm gonna play a Taiga, tap it, play our friend's Soul Ring, tap that to play my Chaos Orb.
Well, that was a pretty good turn.
I'm done.
All right. Well, that kind of changes my plans a little bit. I was gonna have a super fun turn, and you kind of disrupted it a
You
little
can
bit.
still have a good turn. I didn't do anything to it.
Yeah, you did. Draw for turn. All right. So we're gonna start with a library, and I have 7 cards in my hand, so we're gonna tap it to draw. Then we're going to play a Taiga. And we're going to tap the Taiga to play a bird.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Draw. We are going to play a land,
Nick jumped in.
and we're gonna
Balls.
pass.
Yes, they are very old cards, Nick.
Yeah, Nick. These are the good stuff.
This is the expensive stuff. All right. You're good, right? You said-
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, in this form of Magic, we just play dragons and angels and
Fun stuff.
vampires and all kinds of.
All right. So
There's a million ways to spend all the mana you get on really bad cards. It's
Oh, yeah.
really impressive.
For sure. Yeah. I'm at 7 again, so I'm going to tap. Draw.
Oh, you got your own library. That's right.
GG.
Seems fair.
Yeah.
Guess you're returning the favor.
So we will play a Mishra's Factory.
Did you just play that library? No, you
No,
had it last
on the-
turn. I just
on the-
was
played
not
on the
paying.
first turn.
Did not even pay attention.
I played on the first turn.
Yeah.
And then we're going to tap to play a bird.
Okay. Well, I mean, I have to flip to destroy that library. I completely was not paying attention that it was even in play.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, it's been in the. It was the first card I played.
When you're playing on stream, sometimes you just
I don't know if that was tall enough. No, I'm just kidding.
clearly tall enough.
All right.
Enough with that drawing card stuff.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yep.
I will pass.
All right. Well, now I can do my fun stuff.
Drawing cards with library wasn't fun enough?
Nope.
Okay.
Lotus.
Oh, okay. Shivan.
Tap activate.
Yep.
Attack.
All right.
For 2.
18.
And land for the turn.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I am passing.
Draw.
Yep, this might hurt.
All right, so we're going to tap the green source
Mm-hmm.
to activate,
Yep.
and we're going to swing.
All right, I have no blockers.
We're going to trigger fire breathing for
Four.
4.
So
So
9,
9,
11.
11.
Ouch.
Dracaris, as they say.
Yep. All right. Drop. Okay. Oh boy. This might be a quick one. Go.
Sure. Sure. He can jump against a dragon and
Mm-hmm.
promptly die.
He needs to become dragon fodder.
Alright, so we will
If it doesn't
tap,
just get bolted.
tap, disintegrated.
All right.
Potato, potato.
Yep.
Less efficient, but. And then we will attack again.
No defenders.
Dead!
Dracaris for the win.
Dracaris.
You got it.
Alright.
Feel good?
Yeah, it always feels good to fire breathe. It's so much fun.
That was a good time. I think
If you didn't have the turn 1 Chaos Orb, I was going to be able to have a turn 1 Ernie.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna switch
But
decks.
turn 1 Ernie into a Chaos Orb seems pretty terrible.
Yeah, if you want to unsideboard, I'm gonna switch decks.
Sure.
This deck was fun though.
So I put in.
Yeah, so
I actually took a picture because I wanted to make
and
sure.
we can post the deck lists. Also, if anyone's watching for the first time, we are basically just streaming games we like to play all
Which
the
is a
time,
lot of different
and
ones.
it's a lot of
but-
different ones. Magic, pretty much anything Star Wars related, anything Harry Potter related, anything Marvel related. So we
And then some other fantasy games thrown in there too.
yeah, and board games, tons of different board games and things like that. So if you like our content, it would really help if you could follow, like, and subscribe to our channel on YouTube and Twitch.
Yep.
There'll be links in the comments below. We'll also post any deck lists that we are playing. If you are an avid old school player, you can check out the deck list
Yep.
and see what you want to.
Yep. We actually just started this stream pretty much once quarantine started. So we started with a terrible webcam
Yeah, it
mounted
was so
to a broomstick resting over plastic 40-gallon toy bins.
Yeah. Yeah, the 40-gallon containers. Yeah.
Because we just decided to start streaming one day from like day 2 of quarantine, and then we were able to order a bunch of better equipment and have it delivered within a few weeks to get this to significantly upgrade our stream quality. So, yes, we are still very new and would love it if you guys could follow the channel and participate. And we're happy to play other decks or take requests or do anything like that. So I sided in 3 red elemental blasts, a Blood Moon, and a Disintegrate. I took out 2 Sylvans, a Wheel, a Jaden Day Tome, and a Shatter. So those are going back in. These are staying out.
Mm-hmm.
And what deck are you going to switch to? Or do you not want to tell me?
I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna play good old fashioned white weenie. I think.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Alright.
Seems like fun.
Nick says we should rename it Magic the Gathering Ron Gets Smoked.
Thanks, Nick. Hilarious. Yeah, I did get smoked. So far,
Literally by fire breathing.
Yeah.
From a Shivan dragon.
that's fair. Just so you know, Nick, I have an incredibly awful record on stream against Andrea. I got smoked in Harry Potter.
Yep.
I got smoked in Star Wars TCG the other day.
That's true.
I
You haven't won a game
I haven't
against me
I haven't
yet.
won anything. I have just been smoked.
So good.
Basically, when playing Andrea, I am just a Cuban cigar. So,
I didn't realize that you hadn't beaten me yet on stream. Hilarious. Alright, so Rana's off to get another deck. Or another card to put into his deck, I should say. Just some lands. Yeah, that's true, yeah. I do prefer the one strip mine. Because truly, to me, the only reason that you would play 4 is because of library. To be able to consistently kill a library. And 100% library, you can playing against a library, you can 100% lose solely to a library if someone gets it out early enough and the payoff just becomes too great to overcome. Because the card advantage is just brutal. But to me, it feels way more debilitating to lose to my opponent drawing more cards than for me to lose because I can't play my cards because I get mana screwed. To me, getting mana screwed just feels the worst out of anything, as evidenced by how annoyed I was by the fact that I didn't draw any lands in the last game, or I should say the second to last game. And I think most Magic players would agree that getting mana screwed is one of the worst and best things probably mechanically about this game, but just feels awful. You always remember those games where you got mana screwed, and it just feels so bad because you had no control over the outcome of that game. And it's just a terrible feel bad. So I would always rather lose to my opponent drawing more cards than lose because I couldn't actually play my own cards. And then it just feels like I sat there while my opponent played a game of solitaire. And that's not very fun to me. But that's just me. Some people like that. I like to play creatures and big fat creatures and tap them sideways and say "rawr." So, personal preference. I'm just going to give this a good shuffle while we're waiting for Ron to go grab some more lands. Yeah, so I've always played an iteration of this, call it like green-red mid-range ramp. It's just the style of deck that I like to play. I am a Gruul player at heart. At one point, we took apart a lot of our draft decks and pre-constructed decks from seals and things like that, and we realized that yeah, all the decks from pre-releases and things like that. We realized that I consistently put together and or drafted green red cards.
it was like Andrea, when you're at the draft table, it's really not possible for you to only be able that green red cannot be the only two colors open at the draft table. And she swears that's just the way it is. I disagree.
I'm sure there are other options for me to take, but it always felt like so our draft rules that you taught me
Yes.
are first take a removal spell.
That's true.
If there isn't a removal spell, take the best creature.
Right.
And if there isn't a good creature, then take something else.
Well, the first rule is take any bomb if there's like
sure.
a bomb in the pack.
Yes,
but yeah.
a bomb rare. But then
Bomb rare, but if no bomb rare,
then take a removal.
right.
Then
That's
take
fair.
a good creature. If you notice, generally speaking, good creatures tend to be green. Fair statement?
It's a fair statement, but it's just I'm sure there are good creatures in other colors.
I'm sure there are. But
I'm just saying you might have a slant.
I'm sure I do. I just like playing big fatties and going sideways. That's just what I like.
All right, Nick, I'm going to redeem myself here. I'm tired of losing to Andrea.
Oh, Jesus.
What?
Nick said he dressed up as Joe Exotic from Tiger King for his stream today.
Get out. I'm going to go and watch your stream today. I hope that there is I hope that you record. Ask Nick, do you record your stream so you can watch the playback later on Twitch? Like, do you have that option checked?
Yeah, it's just a setting. I don't know if you have that option. So like your broadcasts are saved on your file. Yep, we got the vids. Yep.
Oh,
all right, we're
yep.
totally gonna go back
So
and watch
good,
that,
awesome.
bro.
By the way, Andrea has not seen the Tiger King yet, which is
I saw parts of it.
It's just a crime.
Because you were watching it. But
it's just a crime. It's so
just, good. I don't know.
You're my Carol Baskin. You're going down this game. She doesn't even know what it means.
I have no idea. You know what?
Right.
I have lambs.
Instead of
so
the crazy cat lady, you're like the crazy dragon lady.
Also known as Daenerys Starborn Targaryen.
All right.
Apparently, Jess hasn't seen Tiger King either, so
That's
you
just
guys are in the same camp.
maybe we should just lock Andrea and Jess in a room and force them to watch Tiger King together, and then we should record their reactions because I feel like it would be amazing.
So apparently, you're gonna end up in jail, and I'm just gonna keep winning. Is what's gonna happen right now.
Why? She's not jailbait anymore. Why she go to jail?
I don't know why you're going to jail. I don't
Oh
know.
yeah. All
I
right.
don't know, Nick.
Hilarious. All right. Are we rolling?
Sure, we can roll.
Ooh, we got a 5.
Five's pretty good. 3.
I feel like this deck's gonna be a lot more successful. I don't have to worry about uh, playing around Blood Moon and playing around your Shivan Dragons that you happen to have in your hand. Just what we talked about.
Yeah, well,
All right. Good old fashioned
Yep. Savannah
Lions. Tiger King is getting rolling.
Alrighty.
All right, Carol, this tiger's coming for you.
Let's play Mishra
Sure.
and say go.
All right. My lion's pouncing for 2.
It is.
I'm gonna play a plains, and we're gonna play a javelineer.
Yep.
We're gonna give that javelineer a counter.
Sure.
And we're done.
Alrighty. Drawing a card. Alrighty. Let's play a forest and a mox.
Okay.
And we're going to tap all 3 to play Untamed Wilds to go get a mountain and put it into play untapped.
Okay.
And I will say go.
All right. Draw. Let's play a copy of Crusade.
Yeah, that seems good right now.
All right. So lion for 3, javelineer for 2.
Yep, so 5 total.
Yeah. I'm liking this.
It's good.
Liking this a lot. So Crusade gives all my white creatures +1/+1. Guess we could
Yep,
be
you can
using
drop it in
our.
there.
So this makes all my creatures +1/+1.
Untap, draw. Ooh.
Then my lion.
That will save me.
What card? Earthquake?
I don't have earthquakes in this deck.
I think there's maybe in the sideboard there.
We're going to play a maze.
Oh, Maze of Ith.
Then we're going to play what I drew, which is a lotus.
Oh, okay.
And then
Shivan.
tapping it for red. Tap, tap, tap.
Play a dragon.
Yeah, actually, we'll just do it that way, just in case. It's kind of irrelevant. For a Shivan.
Okay. All right, you done?
Yep.
And see, when you play the power of white, that's
Allow
how
it.
you deal with Shivan Dragon right there.
Alright.
Oh yeah,
So I gain 5 health, right?
you sure do. You
And
could
it's 6
you could
health?
actually pump your Shivan to gain an extra health.
That's fair. I probably will. So that's an exile,
And then I will.
and I gain 6.
And I'm gonna swing for 5. So really just
So-
gain 1.
Gain 1.
And then I'm gonna play another Javelineer. And the
Actually,
Javelineer. Oh yeah, you
one
could.
of them can untap.
Yep. So you can
so
save
I'd
3.
take 3 back. So 1, 2, 3. That was
Okay.
one of the reasons I played that card.
Yep.
All right.
Go for it.
Okay. So play another mountain, and we will Tap, 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 tap for Ernie.
Okay. All right.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna draw. Oh, that's helpful. Let's play a second copy of Crusade.
Oh!
And
Siding in tranquility.
yeah. Unfortunately, it's not doing a lot of good right now.
They're still smaller than my guy with the 5 butt.
Yep, you're up.
Alright.
Who gets Forced Walk?
Good question.
These are both 3/3s, and that's
Yeah.
a 4/3.
So I suppose we will just give it to that guy.
Okay.
Drawing a card. Alright. So land for the turn. And let's tap, tap, tap. Tap, tap.
Another
So
dragon?
draw 6. Yep, another dragon.
Dragons for days. Okay.
And let's see. I think I'm gonna not attack with Ernie.
Okay.
Just make it
Play
do
a land.
stuff.
And we will play an Order of the Leap Year.
Okay.
So this card, pretty good. First strike, and it's pumpable. With
There's a couple of those kinds of guys
two
in white.
Crusades, it's 4 power.
Mm-hmm. I think it's 1 for
Pretty good.
first strike, right? And then 2 for
2 for a
plus
pump.
1.
Yeah.
Okay.
2 for +1 power. Yep, you're up.
All right. Just organizing my lands. Draw a card. All right. So we'll swing with Shivan.
I have no blocks.
Pump for 3. So 8.
I have not gotten wrecked by Shivan so hard before. So 5. Make that a 2. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. All right.
Go ahead.
Okay. So we'll attack with these two.
Sure. Just those 2?
I'm trying to think if I want to attack with another one.
I mean, that one's still Forest Walk.
That one
so.
still has Forest Walk.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we'll attack with those 3.
All right. So
Actually, no. I'm just gonna attack with. I'm just gonna attack with these 2.
okay.
I'll hold back the Savannah line.
All right, that's fine. So you can pump him for +1 and give him first strike, but he's 2, 3,
He's 4.
4. So you could get him to 5 with first strike. Okay, so that's fine. I will untap this one.
Yep.
And then just let you get in for 3 with that one.
Sure. And you're up.
Okay. Same story.
Yep. So I'm taking 8.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Done.
Yep.
All right. And I'm assuming that this Forest
Yeah,
Walk's staying
that's
on
fine.
the same guy.
Yep,
every
it's
turn,
fine.
Until you tell me differently.
Yep.
Okay.
Correct. Correct assumption.
I'm going to attack with these 3.
Okay. You got it. So I will untap this one.
The order. Okay.
I will so that's 3 + 4 is 7.
Mm-hmm.
I will take 7.
Okay. And you're up. All right.
Rar.
We're gonna tap up planes, and we're gonna play Swords to Plowshares
Sure.
on that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Exile another dragon, and I gain
5. You gonna pump it?
8.
Okay. You got it.
Put me back to 15.
Okay.
And then, with that said, let's tap this to play a Soul Ring.
Okay.
And then I will tap these and tap my Soul Ring to play a Tome.
Okay.
And then I'm done.
I'm going to disenchant the tome.
Sure. Is that exile or is it just destroy?
Just destroy.
Okay. Fine.
Okay. Plus game.
White has lots of easy, cheap answers to things.
Sure does. All right, we'll play a library that will never be tapped to draw a card this game.
Correct.
And
That's
yeah,
okay.
we're gonna swing with the team here.
Uh-huh. Yep. All right, so we will untap this one that you can pump.
Yep.
We will we'll block. I'm trying to think if white has any way of pumping guys. I don't think it does. Not at instant speed.
Mm-mm.
So
No,
we'll,
it does, but not. But you're fine.
Yeah. So we'll block the Savannah.
Okay. And then we're gonna tap him to ping him.
Oh, sure. Fair enough.
At least to a trade.
And then I take 3.
Yep. And I'm done.
All right. Draw.
I might not get stomped this game. What'd you draw? Another dragon?
Yep.
Oh, that's annoying. Okay. Spoke too soon.
All the dragons.
All the dragons. Alright, well, this guy doesn't have Force Walk anymore.
He does not.
Okay.
Yeah, we're
Alright.
good.
Can I draw something?
Yeah.
Oh,
Don't have a third plow.
no. I've needed a land for quite some time. I've had a Sarah Angel. And with the double
Yeah, it's
crusade,
pretty
that would have
angry.
actually been pretty good. It would have been a
That's
6/6.
pretty angry. Yep.
But I actually don't have. All I could do is play. I can play the
Another
Savannah Lion, and I could attack. Yeah, I guess I just attack with. Yeah, just this guy. That's it. Oh, but you have a
Yeah, I'll
maze.
untap him.
Yeah, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Yep, you got me this game.
Roar.
Shivan Dragon for the win. Alright, that was only game 1, though.
Yes.
So. I'm still losing, Nick.
And now we're going to
Still
side
losing.
in some tranquilities.
It's not worth it.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think so. But go for it.
I mean,
Just sideboard cards that kill my dudes. Don't worry about the tranquility.
I don't have a lot of cyborg cards that kill your dudes.
You have more fireballs, and I'm pretty sure there's at least one
I have.
earthquake.
No, there's not. I have one way of siding in a card to kill your dudes.
Yeah, I guess you could. I mean, I don't know how good. Well, this is an interesting question. I'm not sure how many cards it's worth taking out.
Other than doing a channel, which that doesn't seem worth it.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess you can put them in. It's better than having the Blood Moons.
100%.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, Blood Moon is useless against a mono-colored deck. Yeah, I mean, other than a
Because
maybe
that's the
another
only.
J&J tome, like, I don't think I, yeah,
I would put
I,
another J tome in before I put 3 Tranquilities in, I think.
that's fair. And then the Blood Moons are 100% coming out.
Actually, that's not true. Put in the Tranquility because you gotta remember white will sideboard in Circle of Protection
Yeah,
red.
that's true.
Kind of forgot about that.
Yeah, that's true.
I haven't played it so long. I was like
Yeah,
looking at my sideboard.
Cop
I'm like,
Red is a thing. You're right.
Cop red is a legitimate thing.
So we're definitely pulling out Blood Moons, and I think there's 3 of those.
Yeah.
And then probably a Sylvan. Honestly, I probably don't want any of my Sylvans if I'm. Maybe I only want like 1. I think I only have 2 in my
Yeah,
deck,
if you're
though.
playing 3 Tranquilities, you probably. I don't know how many you want. If you want any.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I don't want any.
Yeah. Just take them out.
So,
There you go. That's 4 cards.
um, well, no, it'll be 5 because I have 2.
Well, then put in the extra
Yeah,
J
I'll just
Midday
put in
tome.
the extra tome.
Mm-hmm. And I gotta find 6 cards. That seems impossible, but we'll do it.
Where's my other Blood Moon? I must have passed it. I guess not. Apparently, there's only 2 Blood Moons.
There's only 2 in the main.
Oh, okay. Well, then never mind. That's 4 cards.
Yeah.
All right. So putting these guys in. I thought there was 3 main. So, Nick, are those tigers or house cats? Because
What do you, what's he talking about?
he actually just left. He said he's gonna go play some Valorant before he goes to bed. He's praying for you, and he sent us a bunch of emojis of kittens wearing sunglasses because there aren't tiger emojis.
Hilarious.
I assume I'm going to be on the draw.
Yes, I'm gonna play first. What time is it?
It is 9:41.
So be probably
Yep.
our last. We'll finish this match.
Yep,
Nice thing about Magic is it goes pretty fast.
it does go pretty fast. Sometimes it drags, but usually it goes pretty fast.
At least old school. I mean, there are some decks that
For sure, there are some decks that are just,
just
super
dirtle.
grindy and they dirtle and do nothing until you win in some form or fashion.
like the guy trying to kill you with like the 4 copies of Evil Eye.
Oh my
Evil
god!
Evil Eye
Evil
Orange
Eye,
by
Orange
Gore.
by Gork. Yeah, it's just yeah, it's a thing.
That was the guy with all the Trump wall stickers on all of his walls in his deck. Hilarious.
That was funny.
Yeah, we played in an event and this guy had an all wall deck, and he put like little Trump MAGA hat stickers on all of his walls. It was pretty hilarious.
That was pretty great. It's definitely flavorful.
Yeah, he definitely won. Okay. All right. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, white deck. I will keep.
Same.
All right. Planes go.
Mishra, Mox, tap Mox for bird.
Okay.
Go.
Draw. disenchant the Mox Emerald.
Sad face.
You're up.
Okay. Draw.
Can't let you have double ramp.
Fine. It's mean. Okay, so we will tap a or play a Taiga. We will actually. Yeah, it's irrelevant. Okay, yeah. So we'll play the Taiga. We will tap the Taiga to activate my Mishra.
Sure.
Swing for 2.
Yeah, I guess I should have reset my life total here.
And then tapping a bird to play a bird.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Draw. We will play a white knight.
Sure.
Yep. If you don't know what white knight does, I assume if you're watching this stream, you probably know
know
what
white knight does. All right, we will play another Mishra.
Mm-hmm.
We will activate the one I played before.
Mm-hmm.
Attack.
No blocks.
Okay, still pump it for 3.
Okay.
Tap tap to play a Chaos Orb.
Okay.
So you go. Yeah. You got it.
And you're up.
I was gonna say, I'm assuming you're done. Draw. Alright. Play a mountain. And tap the team for a Shivan.
Okay.
If you've got the thing, you've got the thing.
You done?
Yep.
Play in order.
Don't have the
Yep.
plow. All right. Draw. Rar.
No blocks.
Okay. I will just pump it once.
Okay. So I'm taking 6.
Land for turn. Double rar.
Okay.
Say go.
Draw. And we will disenchant the Chaos Orb.
Yep. It's fine.
And
It's worth it to play my other shot.
I will... I won't attack, will I? Nope. I'm done. Yep. No blocks.
2 each.
Yep. That's game.
Yep. Did you just need white sources, basically?
I only
or
have
just
2
mana screwed?
I only have 2 mana, so
Yeah.
I was sitting with that in my hand,
Oh, yeah, that's angry.
and I was sitting with that
Another one?
in my hand.
Oh my gosh.
So
Yeah, that would have been.
yeah,
pretty
Preachers.
terrible.
I don't know what removal you had, but Preacher would.
I didn't have any in my hand.
Yeah, Preacher would have been amazing.
Yeah,
I could have
Preacher
just
would've been
stole your
amazing.
birds right from the get go,
Yep.
and if you and then I could have used them to chump block the
Mm-hmm.
Shivans, and then eventually steal your Shivans.
Yep.
All right.
Would have been pretty great.
Well, that was 0-2.
Yep.
So you win the match.
Yep.
Andrea won both games on stream.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for joining us. If there are any decks that you would like to see us play in the future, let us know. We actually do have quite a few that are proxied because when we were trying to actually play this quote unquote for real, and or when I was actually just getting introduced into this format, we proxied a ton of decks just so I could have a little bit more practice with different kinds of decks.
We also have a ton of cards, so we can pretty much build almost any deck.
Yeah.
So if there's a deck you want to see on stream, if you want us to play a specific game, like Magic's not your game, but maybe you like Star Wars CCG or
Stop asking about Star Wars CCG. I'm not going to play it.
or some other game that you like, please leave a comment. Remember to follow us on Twitch, like and subscribe to us on YouTube. And for Andrea and Ron, this is Home Base Games. We're signing out.
Thanks, guys. All right. love winning with Shivan Dragons.
Yeah, you won a lot with.
I will post this up to YouTube tomorrow when I have time to actually make a cool cover art. I'd rather just get ready for bed, not spend 45 minutes trying to make some cool cover art.
Yeah, because you know you can't stop.
Nope, I cannot.
It's unreal.
I just don't stop. It's just how it goes. I had some texts. Did you see Matt's text message?
What?
Did you see Matt's text message?
No.
Said, well, I did a thing. I'm now an owner of a laser cutter. Looks pretty legit, too. Alright. It does look pretty legit. Although, it's interesting that it's not enclosed in any way. But, okay. It'll just... Alright.
It was fun. Playing old school Magic is always fun. It really never is not fun. I really enjoyed playing with the one-strip mines, too.
I agree.
It's just more enjoyable to me. Like, when the old school guys want to play, I mean, I'm happy to play whatever format they want to play. That's fine with me. But if we're playing at home and we're playing on stream, it's the single strip mine format for me. I'm also okay with just not having libraries in our deck if that's what